Hello, my name is Irlanda Castillo, and this is my Texas government video presentation. Introduction of the issue. The issue I chose to highlight was mental health. This issue is important at the state level because mental health is a rising issue and people in our state should be aware of. Many mental health facilities are struggling with their funding to stay open because of the controversy that is associated with mental health illnesses. Something that is crucial to understand about mental health is that the issue is very prominent and anyone can struggle with mental health issues. This is important to keep in mind as people never know when they might need help with their mental health. Controversy around the issue. For a very long time, mental health issues have been taboo. Mental health issues are not issues that are openly talked about and recognized like other medical conditions. And because of that, both political parties did not have a lot to say about the topic. But after some research, some information was found. Looking at the Republican Party, they were for the legislature to continue funding for state-supported housing for mentally disabled Texans. They also believe that mental health screenings and assessments should not be allowed in public schools and that anything of the sort regarding mental health should be banned. For the Democratic Party's point of view, they stated that state funding should continue for mental health care services, and they were for having mental health assessments and resources in public schools for children. Argument agreement. Personally, I agree with the Democratic Party's stance on keeping state funding for mental health facilities and allowing public schools to have mental health resources for kids. Having assessments and screenings in public school is a necessary resource that all public schools should have for their students. Although many people believe children are too young to have mental health issues, it is times like the Uvalde shooting where children need help. In a previous assignment, we watched the Uvalde shooting documentary, which showed how crucial these resources are for children in public schools. After the Uvalde shooting in 2021, Governor Greg Abbott mentioned that the state had to do better with mental health, but in that same year, cut $211 million for mental health funds, according to NBC News. This highlights that both political parties have their separate stance on mental health issues, and although Governor Greg Abbott agreed that mental health resources should have more open availability, and as a state we should do better with mental health. That same year he still cut funds from that mental health fund, which would help fund public school resources for children and just public mental health facilities in general. These are my references. I had a news article from NBC News. I looked at the Democratic Party's platform as well as the Republican Party's platform. Thank you.